international territories. And tempo was out. Tempo was out.
You know, the first time I see you, felt like the Losing It music video was on tempo.
It was.
It was.
And that's what I wanted. I want. Tempo has always been support. Tempo has always been supporters of rock.
I'm a hot one. Soy caliente. Are you a hot one?
Welcome to Season 3 of Hot Ones Caribbean Edition. I'm your hostess, Gabrielle Carrard. And bringing all the heat to the set today is the multi-platinum Grammy Award-winning songwriter, producer, artist, Theron Thomas. Music chose the St. Thomian and his brother, Timothy Thomas, before they even started elementary school. The hip-hop duo has recorded popular tracks with the likes of Maroon 5 lead singer Adam Levine and reggae icon Tarrus Riley. As a songwriter, Theron has earned numerous accolades in writing credits for songs like Beyoncé's All Night, Rihanna's Man Down, Pour It Up, Latto's Big Energy, and Lizzo's 2023 Grammy-winning Record of the Year, About Damn Time. Theron Thomas, you are a hot one. Welcome to the show.
My girl, thanks for that intro. That was fire. Yeah, I love it. I love the vibes.
We had to do it big because, you know, it's you.
It's me. Yeah, I like that.
So, Theron, you're a VI man, and I know that VI man could handle the heat, but can you handle hot sauce?
I want to be honest with you, Ollie.
Okay.
I don't want to start up a relationship lying there.
Okay.
So let me just tell you something. I don't do spicy food at all. Not even a little bit. But today, I gonna go as far as... Hey.
No, man. Give yourself credit. I believe in you. We set you up for success. We get our Johnny Cake from the Seaside Deli. We get our cup from the United States Virgin Islands Department of Tourism. Mm-hmm. And we have our rag from VIA to take us through.
You might have to hold my hand, my girl, but I'm gonna go. I think I can do it. We're gonna try our best.
I believe in you. I get 2 hands for holding.
Okay, let me go. Let me nice it up.
Okay, so the first sauce we're gonna get into today is gonna be from Pirate Gang. The name of this sauce is Ghost Ship, and it was made in St. Thomas. I think you're going to enjoy this one because it has a nice fruity taste to it, and it has a little bit of spice since we started off from the beginning. So you're gonna enjoy this one here.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you're gonna make sure that you're
Pirate
putting a
Gang.
good amount, because we ain't scanting the people today.
No, man.
Yeah, yes.
That's how much we got put on it?
Yes, we blazing the track from the beginning.
But that ain't even tasting. That's like drinking it.
No, man. You gotta get it nice and coated for the people. Okay, you're doing good. You're doing
that's good, right?
Okay, I can allow you it out.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do this together.
Okay.
Okay.
You messing with me? This is the least spicy thing that I have here.
It is.
The man.
It is.
I always don't understand why people like spicy food, because how you could enjoy when it burn in your mouth, like your mouth hot.
You know, but it brings in a flavor profile. I know that it's hard to believe, right? But it'll bring in a flavor profile that has take some foods to the next level. And so we're gonna give it some more tries.
What level? Hell?
No, but we get to there soon, I promise. Okay, so let's get right into the first question.
Okay.
All right. So from hauling around a backpack full of lyrics through school to carrying a Grammy title, 6 more Grammy nominations,
Yes.
and the love and support of the Virgin Islands on your name, right? That is a dream come true. You've accomplished so much. So what you have next for us?
Man, more music, more hits, God willing. You know what I'm saying? I know me and my brother haven't released music in a while, and we going to release music actually really soon. You know what I'm saying? By the time people see this, we're about to drop a mixtape called This Is Not a Drill, This Is Really Happening. And we're about to drop that, and you know, I have a good friend of mine, we about to get into like production and movies and filming and shows and stuff like that on our own, I mean, you know, just having a good time, living the best life possible. That's what really next. Just happiness and good energy, man. That's where I am right now.
I hear you. So we might be seeing you on the big screen soon then.
I don't know about a big screen, but I might be behind the scenes of some big screen thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds fabulous.
Yeah, that's a goal.
It's
yeah.
always very interesting to see how much different pots you kind of have your hands in. You know, it makes you a versatile person, and it makes you, I guess, a versatile artist as well. You could pull from different experiences.
Of course, definitely.
You know, it is to be in front of the camera and behind the camera.
I enjoy behind the camera more now, you know what I'm saying? Because as the world go and as it go, it's like fame a bit scary for me. So I kind of like more of the like, yo, I was a part of making this product, but that's the guy you don't talk to. That's the famous guy that doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into that.
I hear you. Okay. So being in the credits, but not
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Theron. So we on to sauce number 2, right? This is gonna be called Angie's. Angie is a St. Tomian. She made this sauce back in 2011, right? And she utilized hot peppers, vinegar, onions. So she really brought in some herbs in here, and so it's gonna give a really complex flavor into this hot sauce. And I think you might enjoy this one too.
Okay, Angie's, don't let me down. All right, buddy. Sweet.
I'm watching over there to make sure that you're doing the people them justice.
No.
Okay.
Let me see what Angie's get going on here.
Okay.
I could take Angie's. No?
Angie's a little hot.
Angie's coming back. Ooh, Angie, your mother. Oh, God.
I was confused. I was wondering if we were having 2 different sauce.
No. Angie sneak up on me, dog. Angie sneak up on me. It's things I want to say about Angie, but it ain't kid friendly. Okay.
So let me get to the question now.
Okay.
Before our city was laying down records with Adam Levine and Tarrus Riley, there was Short Circuit, 2 Equip, and Rock City. Solving hip hop and calypso heat. What was the vision you and Timothy had for your group? And now, with a lucrative songwriting career, is that vision still the same?
Oh, man. Oh, a lot of stressed out. Let me answer the question. Well, the vision of me and my brother at first, you know, we started out saying we wanted to be a hip hop group incorporating Caribbean culture, you know, which I feel like we did a good, me, my brother, our father, Benny, I think we all did a good job in incorporating our culture with American hip hop. You know, as time went along and we moved to America, living in Atlanta, learning the business, learning more about hip hop and learning more about music, we found our footing, we figured out what was best for us. The songwriting thing happened by mistake. And I didn't even know songwriters could make the kind of money that we end up making. So it was just like, you know, we come from housing, we were in the projects, we wanted to do better for our family. But I would say now musically, the way music going with all this international Afrobeat and UK drill and K-pop and all the international things are happening in music, I think it's a great time for me and my brother to make music again, being that we always been international, always been unique, and always incorporated all these genres like a big gumbo pot, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a perfect, oh my God. I don't even know if I answer this question right, Angie.
No man, everything you had said makes sense.
cool, because I'm a bit out, but yeah, I definitely think international music is the future, and me and my brother have a lot to say right now, and we're excited to put new music.
For sure. I remember personally watching your music video for I'm Losing It on TV, and I remember how proud the community was, you know, because we, at that point in time, you hadn't seen that too often, to see young musicians from the Virgin Islands really go out there and become national, you know, like acknowledged. And so I think that it opened a lot of doors for people, and at the very least, it made people be like, you know what, we could do big things too. We come from a small island, but we got a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You know, as a kid living in St. Thomas, and my father, my mother, my brother, they could all attest to this. It used to bother me because I used to wonder if people knew we existed. Because, you know, when you look at a map, they used to, you know, they'd be like, oh, is this little dot right here? And I used to ask my father, oh, daddy, I know New York here. I know Atlanta there. But do they know we here or we don't exist to them? And I don't know why as a little boy I was so extremely fascinated with this, and I just wanted us to be on the map. I just wanted to go places and people know, oh, I've heard about that place. I know that there's people living, breathing, walking, accomplishing things on this island. So like that's been me and my brother musical goal is to obviously to make good music, but obviously putting the Virgin Islands on the map is like more important to me and my brother to even a default, even when it's like, yo, don't be so Virgin Island, hey big man. I don't like being the dot on the map.
Yeah.
You know, I never enjoyed that as a little kid. I always felt we could have been bigger.
I hear you. So Theron don't want to be the dot, Theron want to be the map.
I want to be the map. You see what's going on? Yeah.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by the US Virgin Islands.
Okay, let me roll right into the Todd sauce. This one is nice. This one is gonna be David's hot sauce, right?
You've been saying nice about twice.
Because I like maybe some hot sauce. When we get to the end, I don't know if I can manage, but I like me some hot sauce.
Okay.
David's, he has a mixture of a few different fruit in his. So you're gonna get a sweet and spicy mixture. It's a beautiful melody. You see what I did there? Melody music.
I know, but you know how melodic this hot sauce about to be for me.
Oh, let me try a little on the board.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
No. But
you're like, quite frankly, no, absolutely not.
But okay, we're gonna go. Let's go.
Come on, man. I don't see your hair gasping, so it can't be that hot.
Yo. David ain't bad.
Okay, that's all I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, David should have been number one. Least to more. Because it creeping, but the thing ain't creep like Angie. Angie.
So you're saying Angie needs to be number 3?
Angie needs to be number 3. Angie need to walk on my tongue. Yeah, I feel a certain way about Angie. But David good.
Okay, I can submit that to the suggestion box. I got you.
Okay.
Okay, let me move into the third question now.
Okay, cool.
In a few interviews, you've talked about the demanding nature of your job. Your reputation as the song whisperer means that when people call you, they expect the hits.
Yeah.
What's your secret tempo sauce for consistently creating hits?
Oh man, I would say my secret tempo sauce is listening to the artist and understanding what they want. You know, I think a lot of the times as songwriters and producers, people make songs and they go to the artist like, yo, I have a hit for you and you sing it. I tend to come in with the artist and be like, hey, what you want to do? What you like? What you interested right in? What are you into right now? Are you in a happy relationship, a toxic one? Are you breaking up? Are you currently single? Like you want party? You like being home? And I get real personal with artists, and I mean like diary personal. They're telling me a lot of things that, you know, that people ain't privy to hear. And that helps me go into the studio and personalize the music. So when you guys hear these artists sing songs, even if I wrote the words or was a part of writing the words, you are still hearing their voice. Because that's the most important thing, making hit records with the artist's voice.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know when I look back at the list of tracks that you've written, I am so impressed. And
no, thank you.
What's interesting about your songwriting that I think is like notable is that every song sounds so different. It's not like you're pulling from the same flavor in. And it, again, speaks to the versatility of you as a songwriter, as an artist, because you're able to pull different genres of music, you're able to pull on different instrumentals, you're just able to access different compartments of music that I think other people, like when I sit down and I think about me writing a song, I wouldn't even know where to begin, how to create the beat, the song.
Okay, this is the honest to God truth. I have the Virgin Islands to thank for my versatility, because in America, they have what me and my brother have always been calling segregated radio. They have urban radio, pop radio, rhythmic, And on these, you know, they have country radio, they have and on these radio stations, they play certain genres and certain things. So as a musician, if you don't make urban music, you gonna get out. Well, in the Virgin Islands on our radio stations, we don't play everything. We don't play pop, we don't play R&B, we don't play every genre of music if the Virgin Islanders think it good. If we like that song, that gonna come on, and right after that, a Virgin Island that gonna come on. Calypso, soca, reggae, hip hop, every genre. And growing up, being exposed to music in that way, not generalizing it or putting it in a box, I was introduced to music like, this is music, this is a good song, we like it, and this is how it went. Melody is the most important part of a song. You don't need words more than you need melody. We moved to America making music, like incorporating everything. I remember this story, true story. I went to the studio with Gwen Stefani one time, and I was writing this song, me, her, Mike, Will, you know, Timothy, all of us in the studio. And I writing this song, and she's like, oh man, I love those R&B melodies. And I was like, this is R&B. I didn't know that that's what I was doing. I just know that this had sound good to the beat. I didn't know what genre or what I was pulling from. I just literally was trying to do something that felt correct or felt true to myself. So big up to the Virgin Islands for not boxing our radio or boxing music, and the DJs and everybody play music that just run tune in the club. It ain't a genre thing.
So it's fair to say that we are in fact a Callaloo pot
of
culture
music. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna use that.
Add it to the next song.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Okay, so we can go on to our fourth sauce. Okay. We have Miss Anna's. Okay, you know, I love me some history. Yes. And Miss Anna's touched me in my heart space when I saw that Miss Anna's is 110 years old.
Whoa.
The recipe started in St. Lucia, but it was perfected right here in our very own St. Croix.
Oh, dope.
So we having a bottle of history right now.
Let me tell you something. Every last one of these, oh God.
Very good. I love that for us.
Every sauce get me nervous. I have an aunt named Anna, you know, and I really love her. And if she love me, she gonna make sure this sauce ain't bad, okay?
Auntie Anna, we looking for you.
So Auntie Anna.
To Auntie Anna.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Anna. Anna tastes
good. It'll creep up on you.
Anna creeping.
Yeah, Anna creeping.
Anna, you're creeping. You're creeping late at night with somebody else. I don't like that. Auntie Anna gonna tell my mother and you.
Me ain't gonna lie. I really like the flavor.
Anna was good.
The flavor tastes good.
She's still walking though.
She walking.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. So let's go into the next question. As a songwriter, sometimes you're called in by producers on major artist teams, but don't ever work directly with the artists themselves. Mm-hmm. Who are some of the chart toppers you've had the pleasure of collaborating with in person? And does the absence of direct connection, you know, going into the studio and actually talking to the artist, does that ever get in the way of the outcomes when you don't have that opportunity?
It depends. I mean, I have sold a lot of records that artists didn't have anything to do with, and then I have been in the studio with some artists. I would say, with me, I am at my best with the most direction. I'm, you know, if I go in the room tomorrow and I say, oh, I go and write a song for Tempo with no instructions or directions, it might be great, and then it might not. But if I was told we want something fast about the Virgin Islands, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
Yeah, so, you know, it would... Jesus Lord. Oh, man. Okay. We want some fast, and the more direction, it would help. So let's go with... I'd be in the studio with Lizzo a lot, you know, and we'd walk hand in hand a lot. Studio with Sweetie, studio with Latto. You know, but Man Down and Poured Up Rihannah wasn't there, you know. All Night Beyoncé wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? So it is a healthy balance. Oh, 7 by Jungkook, he wasn't there. I do 7 and about damn time, and 7 was kind of done on the same day at the house. So like just bouncing ideas and you know, and then I went to see Lizzo and we collaborated with everybody and we finished about damn time, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends.
I hear you. You know, hearing you talk, it kind of brought forth a question for me. I know that there are certain songs that have to elicit a certain emotional response, you know, when it's being written as well as when it's being performed. When you look at a song like Man Down, where it was talking about domestic violence, you know, like what kind of headspace do you have to be in order to create something like that?
Oh man, to be honest, man, I just live music, man. This is something I had to do, and I had to, like, my brain is a Rolodex, and I had to just go through every experience or everything I see on TV or everything. Man Down was inspired by Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff. And so when we went in the studio, I was like, yo, Bob Marley shoot a whole sheriff, my boy. Cause they were like, why would Rihanna kill? I was like, Bob Marley shoot a sheriff, my boy. We just sing the song like it. Why, you know? And I was like, we wanted to be different because, you know, at the time, Def Jam, L.A. Reid was saying, we want big pop dance records. And me, my brother, and Sham, Sac Passe, big up to my boy, we were in the studio and we were like, hey, yo, let we do something different because everybody making dance records. So if they have 40 dance records to pick from, the chances of us getting a placement is slimmer. But if we's the crazy people that do something completely different, at least we stand out. So Sham was like, cool, I had this idea, and then we make Man Down, you know what I'm saying? Personally, one of my favorite songs by, like, usually I don't say this about artists, they have other songs that's my favorite, not my song, but Man Down is one of my favorite Rihanna songs, being 100% honest.
I hear you, it was a super meaningful song when it came out. I remember blasting it. Just shut up, man. Okay.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by VIA.
Are you a hot one?
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by My Brother's Workshop, tools that build hope.
Let me roll into the fifth sauce. So you might be familiar with Alvin's. Alvin's is very popular in the Virgin Islands specifically.
Okay.
It's out of Trinidad. And the yellow pepper sauce that we're about to try now, right? I can warn you, is a creeper. So in the beginning, you get that beautiful flavor. And in the back end, it starts to creep up on us.
You keep using words like beautiful and nice and awesome.
Yes, incredible, phenomenal, outstanding.
Wait, let me just tell her.
She a little thick, so you're my guy, you know?
I like thick.
Oh,
Good with
okay,
thick.
very good. I'm watching you to make sure.
No,
Okay,
no.
very
I
good.
got
Okay,
a whole
okay.
keeper a sauce on hand.
Okay, I'm making sure you're not frauding the people.
No, he's stalling. You see, he's
Okay,
screwing things
okay.
down. Yeah, he's just trying to stall. Okay.
This one is good, man. I've been taking double bites. You've been taking double bites, or you taking one bite?
I taking one bite, man.
Okay. Alrighty, let's get into the next question.
Okay.
Raising two sons in the Oswald Harris Court Project, your father's prayer for you was to, one, stay alive, and two, make it out of poverty to a better life. Despite the financial struggles of your family was always able to ensure that there was a wealth of love in the household. How did the example of your parents prepare you to navigate the adult world?
Man, that's a good question. My parents, to some people, would be unfit, and to me and my brother was incredible because when I mean they didn't hide anything, they was having real, deep, serious, meaningful, not so much conversations you would have with normal 11, 12, 13-year-olds. And me and my brother see a lot at a young age coming up in our house, you know, from everything, you know. And just going into the real world, we know the real world wasn't a funny place, and we wasn't scared of it, and we embraced it, and we was we were street smart, which helped us get a lot further than people would even realize, because we could. My father teach me how to read people, so it would take minutes for me to be around somebody and be like, yeah, my boy, we ain't gonna rock with partner. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think our parents prepare us for life unintentionally, because, you know, they were young parents living in the projects, going to work and being poor and trying to figure out their kids. So they teach us everything within their power and what they knew. They educate us as much as they could, and I think we turned out pretty okay.
Say so. Would you say that you try to implement some of those parenting techniques into your own parenting style with your children?
Hell yeah. You know, and the funny part is, you know, my father went to work and my father was there all the time. And it really difficult to me. I always worrying if I am a good father, because I had such a great father and I had to travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to leave my kids. I've missed birthdays, I've missed baseball games and plays, and I've missed a lot. And I just grateful and blessed to see that my kids still like think daddy's amazing and cool and awesome. So I just trying to live up to my father in my own way, because I ain't gonna lie, that man the best I ever do in my mind, you know?
You know, at the end of the day, children are going to remember what their parents buy them, or even what they showed up to, you know, what they were bought for their first birthday party or their 7th birthday party, how big it was. They remember how their parents made them feel. And so I could see that there is this feeling of imparting, like, I love you and I can't always be there, but there's a love that transcends that distance. So
I appreciate that.
yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? While my mouth bunning, that's...
While your mouth bunning, let me move on to the next hashtag. Okay, so the next one is a really special one. It is the House of Temple hot sauce. House of Temple, acronym, hot. You see?
Okay.
Is a bold flavor. And because we are on a Temple production right now, right? We can dab extra pepper sauce on your mahi bite and my wing for the culture.
Extra.
I ain't saying it ain't me, it's the culture that have you doing this. Perfect.
I telling you straight up, I know the man for Tempo, and after I eat this head, me and this man will be fighting in the grass.
You know what's stressful about it is like neon, okay? Like that thing yellow, it orange, stressful.
I want you know I only talking to Star from eating it.
Oh.
But okay,
Let me go.
Okay, Tempo.
Tempo, my heart racing, my hand shaking.
Oh, see. Tempo, I thought you were going to be fast and just hit me, but you're slow.
Tempo is a hot one.
Tempo is a hot one. Tempo, you lie. Because when I think on Tempo, I thought I was going to eat it and it was going to pop my tongue.
Don't forget your Johnny cake hair to sop up some of the heat.
I try and lose my stomach. I don't want to eat all of that starch.
I hear you. I try and get a hot gal body too, so
Yeah,
I hear you. Okay, let me move on to the question. While you're getting your bearings together.
Oh my God.
Through your nonprofit organization, the Theron Thomas and Ray Daniels Foundation, funding is being made available for young musicians to jumpstart their careers. Tell me more about that.
Well, me and my manager, Ray Daniels, team up with ASCAP and donated $75,000 of our own money to start the foundation, because, you know, my manager, who's from Atlanta, felt that felt that inner city kids in Atlanta could use the opportunity of learning that there's other ways to make money in music. You know, my manager, successful from managing me, he don't make music. And me and my brother coming from the Virgin Islands know that a lot of kids want to sing, but a lot of kids don't realize that they could be songwriters and producers. I feel like I need to take a walk. Oh God. And yeah, I I don't know whether to eat, drink milk.
I hear you. It's hard on my end too. I want you to not struggling through this too.
Okay, so so our foundation basically donating to music programs in the Virgin Islands and music programs in Atlanta, Georgia, trying to get kids more involved in not just being in front of the camera, but also behind the camera, and knowing that there are careers behind the camera in music that are extremely lucrative for people to do.
Absolutely, and I feel like that's very powerful because growing up in the Caribbean, you often hear, oh, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become a teacher. And I sometimes don't think that we acknowledge how many different avenues we could go down career-wise. So I like that you're bringing a place of broadness. So people feel like they have more options.
Exactly.
So I respect that a lot.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
And now it's time for the Hot Kitchen. Ask a Chef with Chef Julius Jackson.
Welcome back to another rendition of Ask a Chef. I'm your host, Chef Julius Jackson, and today I got something special for you guys. Those of you who know, we in the Caribbean, we go through this every year, hurricane season. So I can give you guys a dish today that I make it in my house every year. We don't have none of these ingredients are refrigerated. So we can do this when current go out, when the power go off, when we have to buckle down for a storm. We're gonna make some salmon balls, some real easy, yummy, delicious meal. You can find this recipe, of course, in My Modern Caribbean Kitchen, wherever books are sold, Amazon.com, you find it anywhere. Let's get into it. So I got some salmon here. This is canned salmon right out of the can. It's actually really good. It's very nutritious and very good for you, actually. If you didn't know, now you know. So I have about a can and a half, right? About 4 or 5 ounces. I have some breadcrumbs right here. I'm gonna throw it all right in there. That's all we need to do. Everything gonna go right in. Some breadcrumbs. I have some all-purpose seasoning right here, about a tablespoon. Go right in. And I have some fresh thyme. That's all you need. Just a little fresh thyme. Just like that. And I'm gonna mix this all together. So I got all my ingredients in here in this bowl. I'm just gonna crush it all together just like that. There might be some little bones in there, but they're soft, they're pliable, so you can just move it around. Really easy, really simple. This is a real great go-to dish. I know here in the Virgin Islands, sometimes we have power issues and the power goes out. When that happens, you can still have a beautiful, delicious meal. So now that I've mixed all my ingredients together, I can bring a little heat to the kitchen. As you guys know, my Hot Ones Tempo hot sauce. I'm gonna put just a couple dabs. I'm gonna add a little heat as well as a nice flavor as well to our salmon balls. So now I'm just gonna form my salmon balls. All right, they're gonna come together nice and easy. You can make them as big or as small as you like. It does not matter. But you form it right there. Just a nice, put a nice tight grip on it, form it, and it's beautiful. Just comes out just like that, well put together. And now we fry. We go to the frying pan. So I've got my frying pan nice and hot. I got some olive oil. Gonna add just enough to coat the bottom of the salmon balls, okay? You wanna get a little rise on the side of the salmon ball. So you want enough oil that you can get just a little side of the salmon ball, right? So just about there, just like that. All right, so now I'm gonna add my salmon balls. Make sure my pan is really nice and hot. And just drop that in just like that. You wanna hear that sizzle right away. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just like that, just nice, till it's nice and golden. Not gonna take long, about a minute or two, and that's all you need. Turn them, a little minute, nice. Nice little color, don't need too much. Just like that, beautiful. Beautiful color, beautiful. Now, that's all we need, guys. Just a nice golden brown color on top and on the bottom. If you like, you can also put them in the oven, but I like to eat them right out the pan, just nice and hot, nice and warm. And just take these out. Just like that. I like to add a little fresh thyme on top, just for a little garnish, a little freshness in our dish. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Very simple, packed with protein. You do not need a refrigerator for this dish. So during hurricane season, storm time, you can have this dish, and it's a beautiful addition to any dinner. Nice and crispy on the outside, soft, flavorful on the inside. I have a nice little kick. Thank you guys. This has been another episode. You guys can follow me on all my social media handles right here down below. Y'all see that? Hit me up, man. Ask the chef. Till the next episode. Peace.
Bold, fruity, and perfectly hot. The House of Tempo Pepper Sauce. Available at Plaza Extra East and Seaside Market in Delhi. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Fly the Whale and The Fred.
Okay, so we on to another Alvin's. So this is the Alvin's red pepper sauce.
Oh my God.
This one here just hit you in the beginning, but you get a flavor in the back, so it's almost like a reward for championing through the spice. Okay?
Hey.
Okay, let me put a little extra on the board. I watching you or no? Okay.
Me on cheat, man. Like, you know.
You know, you gotta represent all the Rockman them.
Me representing them mother and they representing myself and my mouth hurting. Rockman, I sorry. I representing Theron. Oh God. I actually like the flavor of this.
I tell you.
Inside, like the sides of my mouth hurt. Why would anybody want this?
You just say you like the flavor. We get extra bottles in the back you could go home with.
I don't know. What would be the joy in eating this? What would...
I'm telling you, is that boiled fish. You have some nice boiled fish or some fried fish. And as a Frenchie, so we like the fish them.
I like it. I eat it.
Okay, let me take you to the next question.
I signed
about
a
your
waiver
process.
for this. I have to finish it. Jesus Christ.
We walking by faith, not by sight today, okay? Okay. Hot Ones features a reoccurring segment called Explain That Gram. We did a deep dive through your social media and pull out a post that we wanted a little bit more context on.
Okay, hit me with it.
So this particular segment is brought to you by Via,
Bye.
as well as this phone.
Okay.
And this is the company that keeps our culture alive.
Okay.
So if you don't have a phone from Via, it's time to go and get one. So this is the post that we'd love some more context on. Tell us what happened in the picture. What seeing the picture brings for you.
Oh man. Me so again, my father would take us around all his friends. And from here, let me see your phone for 2 seconds. I try.
Absolutely.
I can't really see who that person is. So this is our apartment in housing. And we had a used fridge. And we didn't have I don't think we had a stove as yet. And the person on the left with dreads is one of my father's best friends, Bia. And we used to call him Papa Bia. And my father used to bring his friends to the house, and then I used to, you know, play cards and gamble and smoke. And me and my brother is a little man, and that man just used to have us every place, man. And yeah, dog. And I love that picture, because that picture just, you know, and my mother used to have us shopping at Benetton. So I know that whole outfit was a Benetton outfit shop. And my mother, you know, we thought we were so fly, dog. And yeah, man, that I post that picture just like, I have some old school pictures of us with our father that I post on the Instagram just from time to time, just to be like, you know, I miss him. And, you know, I just want the world to know who he was and who he was to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be interviewing me if my father wasn't awesome.
No,
Straight
for
up.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For sure. You know, when I see the picture, it kind of speaks to the importance, especially for young boys, having a strong male role model and multiple in your lifetime, not just, you know, one family member, but a whole community. When we talk about a village, you know, one of the beautiful parts of living in the Caribbean is that you live in a village.
Facts. Listen, my father was like kind of father to all our friends, and a lot of my friends was raised in single parent households, raised by their moms, and my father would be there, and like, you gotta think, like, you know, I remember Vos Simmons used to come to our house to practice, and his father didn't want to make music, so he used to come to our house to do music, and then Benny used to come to our house to make music, and I just thinking of all of us who like we currently successful in this, and we really doing this here, and this is how we to take care of our families, and with all due respect, like, all of us have my father in common, and he was incredible, dog. He was the best. He was the best.
I love that.
Yeah.
It sounds like a family affair.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, what do?
Okay, so we're moving on to the next sauce.
Jesus.
This is sauce number 8. Mean a lie, okay? We're getting into hot territory here. I know that all of them been hot. I hear you. I know you're coming, but here's where things really start to sizzle. But we can make it true.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so the next sauce is named habanero, and it's made in Trinidad. The same company that makes this sauce is actually the same company that makes our House of Tempo sauce. This particular sauce is made of 100% authentic Trinidad scorpion pepper. The thing about this pepper is that it was once the hottest pepper in the world, but it was moved to the second place position when the Carolina Reaper came and dethroned it. So she hot. But I believe in us and our ability to get through this.
I don't believe in us, and you should have saved that. You should have saved that whole setup, and just let me believe it was once the hottest pepper in the world.
And done it there.
So one of my best friends is a guy by the name of Dr. Luke, right? And he loved hot sauce, and I think he would be extremely proud of me, because he always like telling you hot sauce is good, and I was like, I don't know about this. So let me see.
We ready?
No. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's go.
Okay. She good, man. I'm feeling her in my throat. She got a kick. Okay. All right then. We double dipping?
No, I can't double dip, but
Okay, so I can go ahead with the next question while I leave you process.
okay, do what you need.
As a Caribbean artist working internationally, you know that our presence can be found almost everywhere. Tempo Networks has dedicated 18 years of resources to being the gateway to all things Caribbean. What do companies like Tempo, especially being homegrown, mean to young aspiring artists growing up in the Virgin Islands?
Well, I definitely think as young aspiring artists, we need outlets. You know what I'm saying? We need places to help us get our music just from off island to international territories. And Tempo has always
You know, the first time I see you, I felt like the Losing It music video was on Tempo.
It was.
It was.
And that's what I wanted. I want. Tempo has always been support. Tempo has always been supporters of rock. That's always been supporters. Tempo has always been supporters of Rock City. And I appreciate them. Before we go again, I beat you on MTV, on YouTube. Tempo would pause in front of people that we couldn't reach. Virgin Island artists and Caribbean artists definitely got big up. The fucking Tempo. Ooh! my God. Let's go to the next. Let's do the next one.
Before we go, let me cheers to Temple. To Temple bringing us together when I was in elementary school, and Temple bringing us together.
Cheers.
You know what I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for the Johnny cake. She tastes proper. And what's exciting is that Johnny cake is going to be one of our features this season.
Okay.
The talented Julius, the Chef Jackson, is going to be showing us how to make the very best Virgin Islands Johnny cake. But I'm hoping that when Julius make the episode, he cut our 2 little slit for our Gucci Johnny cake.
Yeah.
For the culture.
Gucci Johnny.
Okay, while you're processing, we're going to move on to the ninth sauce. So this one here is called Heat Stroke, and it is appropriately named because it does feel like you're about to have a heat stroke. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is made from the company Suyam, and this particular sauce is very good. Sometimes I find that hot sauces, in order to promote spice, they will remove flavor. And I feel like this particular sauce does a beautiful merging of spice. It does feel like a heat stroke, me a lie.
So you had this already?
I definitely tasted it once or twice in my life. There's also a little bit of a fruity taste to it that you might appreciate because you had really like the fruitiness of David's hot sauce. And so you might appreciate this. Okay.
Let's...
Okay, we're gonna put a little bit on the board.
Oh.
I know you're buzzity by now. I hear you. Okay, and we're doing this together because we're a family.
You ready?
Are you ready? Are you
No.
ready? Okay. Okay.
Let's go. The chicken coming up with this.
She have a smokiness to her.
Oh God.
The Johnny cake can help. We can let go of the weight loss routine, and we can embrace the Johnny cake.
Okay.
Okay, it can help. It can
Wait,
help.
you have a question?
I'll come into the question right now. Okay.
Okay.
The USVI Department of Tourism reminds us that life in the Virgin Islands is a charming mixture of culture and community. The name Rock City makes it very clear that you is a Saint Tomian.
Okay.
If you were to be a tour guide for Rihannah to tour around the island,
For sure.
what the lineup going to look like?
What a lineup. First of all, I taking Rihanna into house into Miss Tina house was special. I mean, well, let's just be real, you know. I think it's encouraged to call it a Lindy. We don't call it special. Then, oh God. Then we're going down Limburg because I want to get a Johnny cake from the food truck down there. She have... This is ridiculous. I think I gotta take her to a beach. So the first beach I would start with is Cookie Point. I would start with Cookie Point. And then I from Rock. So that mean we got mingle with the locals. I can't just have Rihanna like tourist vibe. We're gonna be on the turf playing dominoes. You know. Have to hit her with Megan's.
All of this is nice, but I ain't had nothing about French Town.
No, wait, I ain't done. Because that's day one.
Okay. Oh,
Day two is French Town, cause we have to go to the French Town deli to get breakfast.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we gotta go French Town deli to get breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my favorite place to get breakfast right now is to go down to French Town deli, get my sandwich
awesome.
or get some. I always go there.
The sandwich is lit for true. Yeah, them thing
They
good.
man have this kiwi macadamia cookie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, okay, bam, we gotta do the boat ride. You know, I gonna hit up my boy Tito, get one of the boats, go out and sail. We gotta hit St. John. I have a Virgin Islands confession to make. I have never been to Water Island. And it's, I know. I know.
Theron.
I know.
That's the Fort Virgin Islands.
I know. So, because I never been there, I would be like, yo, we got experience this together, my girl. So, we gonna go and nice it up. And, I mean, for the most part, you know, it's really like a home, man. And I got to show Rihannah like Charlotte Amalie and Eudora Ken and where I grew up. And, you know, I got to drive her through Wrong the Field and I got to drive her through Savannah and in the West and Frenchtown. Because, again, if you come rock with me or my brother, you could be a tourist on your own. You don't need my help to be a tourist. Obviously, if you with a local, you want to see local things. So I think the most important thing is just to take her around and the tough with people and be like, yo, my boy, Rihannah was walking through Savannah, dog. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing.
I hear you. You know, I feel like it makes for a very authentic experience. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the true depth of Virgin Islands culture is found in those places.
Yes.
And so I appreciate that you want to show Riri what we about.
Yeah, I want to show everybody what we want. You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
And now it's time for Did You Know with Gabrielle Carrard.
Did you know that St. John is home to one of the few remaining salt ponds in the Virgin Islands? And on particularly dry summers, the salt pond produces massive quantities of natural sea salt, which gathers along the shorelines of the pond. Visiting Salt Pond when it's actively producing salt is one of the most exciting experiences, as the pond turns into a bright pink color due to the buildup of a special kind of algae. The salt pond is sacred to ancestral St. Johnians, who harvest the salt for a myriad of reasons, including medicinal and culinary uses. Additionally, for centuries, the use of salt in Caribbean households has always been deeply connected to spiritual wellness and cleansing. For instance, sprinkling salt across the threshold of your door is believed to keep unwanted spirits away. Don't forget to visit the salt pond on your next visit to St. John.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by First Bank, Captain Morgan, and the USVI Economic Development Authority.
Okay, Theron, so we make it far. And we're on to the last sauce.
Yes.
Okay. So this particular sauce is called Hellfire. It in fact feels like you're walking through the gates of hell. I will not lie. My mother didn't make a liar. Okay. We are in fact walking through the gates of hell with this one. And also, I believe in us. We've gotten here this far. Okay. And I believe in us so much that we are going to follow tempo tradition. And in true Hot Ones fashion, we are dabbing extra sauce on this very last mahi bite and my wing.
God give me strength while walking through the hellfire. See?
The heat content in this is 6 million Scoville units.
What I mean?
Of heat. It means she hot.
6 million?
Yes. It means she's extremely hot. But I believe you can handle it. I believe you've been in hotter situations.
Let me tell you something. I grew up in housing, definitely.
Let me try a little on the board.
Yeah, I see mean cheating a thing.
Oh, so you're gonna bite that and you're gonna do another dip.
Wait, what's going on here? Nobody
because we're
taking
an extra. We ain't taking an extra for the culture.
This for you.
Ah.
I don't know how to swallow this. I can't double dip that. Woo. I can't double dip that. You double dip it? You double dip it?
Stop minding my business.
Oh my God. Oh.
Virgin Islanders have a unique accent. Nobody don't talk like us.
Oh, Jesus.
When looking to branch out, some are often pressured into yanking or speaking proper. when you in them big business meetings with executives from the States, for example, you just switch it up? Or is there a time and place for everything?
I do what? Switch it up. Oh my God.
My eardrums hurting. I need milk.
This hair, like, I would never do this again. I would. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I'm doing bad, but you gotta switch it up. Boom. Oh God. Oh God. I don't have no ice. Woo. Oh God. Oh.
No, are you? This one has a mashup.
This is the first time you try this, eh? You can't do this every time you can do it. Oh God. Woo. Yeah. Cut. Oh God.
Theron, don't make me laugh, please.
Oh.
Ugh. So we switching it up or what?
I had to switch it up for sure. I had to talk. In my accent one on Instagram. But when it comes to business and I do my job, I had to definitely talk proper.
Do you feel like that takes away from your authenticity as a Virgin Islander? Like, how you feel about that?
I don't know. Because everybody know I'm from the Virgin Islands. I don't represent it when it counts. I don't represent the Virgin Islands publicly. But when it comes to business and transactional, I want to make sure you know clearly what you're trying to say when it's time for you to pay me my money. Woo.
I hear you and I understand. Theron, it's been a great and a very, very hot conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to the show and representing the Virgin Islands. Since you've made it to the end, you'll get 30 seconds of uninterrupted time to look into this camera right here and tell the people what they could look out for from you.
Oh my God. New music, more positive energy. Follow me on Instagram at Theron_. And Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah. Oh.
Theron, thanks again for joining us.
Woo.
This has been another episode of Hot Ones Caribbean Edition, Season 3.
Woo!
I am your hostess, Gabrielle Carrard, hailing from the United States Virgin Islands, where the sauce them might be hot, but the woman them definitely hotter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell to get notifications for more things tempo.